strong in school, but when it comes to solving problems for other fields, he cannot be strong, he cannot solve those problems. So in this world, the world no longer needs a person who's only good at one thing. The world needs a person who can bridge gap between fields. So with this, I'd like to conclude my speech. Thank you.
First of all, real-world problem solving needs experts because real problems are complex and experts can use their skills to research for practical, safe and accurate solutions that an ordinary person may not be able to provide. Likewise, specialists can drive progress in every field because they have deep experience and knowledge and focused expertise which can help them innovate, create new innovations, discover new ideas and improve in existing systems. On top of that, teams rely on specialists because each member can provide unique skills and knowledge that are necessary to handle different parts of the task. By combining their expertise, the team can easily solve a complex problem rather than an individual robot. And learning continuously throughout life doesn't always mean you have to know a little about everything. Instead, you can deeply focus on specific skills and areas of interest and still grow, adapt, and succeed in your personal and professional life. Thank you.
I extend my warm greetings to the honorable panel of jury, respected teachers, fellow debaters, and all the charitable audience present here today. I, Vidyutna Adhikari from Wits and Moksha, am truly honored to be standing here as the second speaker going for the motion that being well-versed in multiple topics is better than being a specialist in one. I would like to start from rebutting some points that my opponent has stated. My opponent stated that in a group, a specialist will do good. But what if it is a group of two people? One who's a specialist in physics and one who's a specialist in biology. What happens when you do in chemistry? Meanwhile, for a group of well-versed multitaskers, everyone knows a little of everything. So in a group, if one knows physics, one knows biology, somebody knows chemistry too. So as in the context of groups, multitaskers are an advantage. Let's face reality. In today's world, if you only know one thing, you might as well get replaced by Google, or worse, by ChatGPT. What happens when AI takes over everything? Let's say you are a floppy disk expert in 2025. Tragic, isn't it? The world does not need specialists. The world needs multitaskers, those who can connect things, those who can connect fields. Multitasking is not just a hobby, it's a skill of survival. According to the World Economic Forum 2024, the most in-demand skills are critical thinking, creativity, and adaptability. The ability to adapt is more valuable than expertise in one tiny field. Every new innovation came from crossing of fields of multitaskers. Steve Jobs combined technology and psychology to make the iPhone, whereas Vinod Chaudhary mixed innovation, global marketing strategies to make the Chaudhary Group, which became Nepal's first multinational conglomerate. There's an often misquoted saying that my opponents might say later, Jack of all trades, master of none. But the entire quote actually says, Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Furthermore, a LinkedIn study in 2023 showed that 94% of employers hire people who have interdisciplinary thinking. What good is a person who is a specialist in one topic when the world suddenly stops needing the topic? When crisis hits, you don't need specialists. You need a group of all-rounders who can think from multiple perspectives. Doctors need psychology, engineers need communication, and politicians can use a bit of everything. So yes, be a specialist if you want to be replaced by a machine. But if you want to be irreplaceable, if you want to be the one who connects everything, then be a multitasker, be a well-versed multitasker. After all, who runs the world? Not experts, but all-rounders. At the end, I would like to conclude my speech by quoting what Robert Heinlein said. Specialization is for insects. And who wants to be a cockroach in the age of AI? Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Good morning to the esteemed panel of judges, respected teachers, my fellow debaters, and all the audience present here today. I am Ausprisha Khadka, and strongly stand against the notion that being well versed in multiple topics is better than being a specialist in one. Firstly, scratching the surface of various topics does not make you capable, it makes you replaceable. You do not change the world with half knowledge. You do not dig 10 shallow holes hoping to strike gold. You dig one and you dig deep. Specialists go deeper. They do not just know things, they understand them. This kind of depth is what allows them to have real problem-solving skills and critical thinking. When the stakes are high, people don't turn to generalists, they turn to specialists. Moreover, let's talk about the innovations that we rely on today, like penicillin, artificial intelligence, space travels, etc. These innovations did not come from people who were multitasking across 20 different fields. They came from people who focused, who went all in. Think about it. Einstein didn't do fashion and finance on the side. He was busy rewriting physics. Marie Curie was not juggling across 6 hobbies. She was completely immersed in her lab work. This kind of relentless dedication is what allows them to achieve the greatest discoveries and change the world forever. Now let's talk about the reality, jobs. In today's world, specialists are not just more in demand, but they're better paid and more trusted. Cybersecurity analysts, neurosurgeons, aerospace engineers are not just people who know general knowledge, they're people who have spent years trying to be the best at one thing. And this is what allows them to achieve the greatest discoveries in the world. And in today's world, success depends on unwavering dedication and absolute reliability. In a lot of high-risk fields such as medicine, law, engineering, etc., precision is required, and precision only comes from specialization. Also, generalists might know the first chapter of every book, but they have never finished one. What we need aren't more daggers, we need doers. When you try to choose every path, you risk arriving nowhere. Now let's talk about the statistics. According to a 2022 research by McKinsey, the companies that invest more on deep specialist roles are to outperform their competitors by up to 30% in productivity and innovation. Not only that, even Harvard Business Reviews highlights how the specialists are more likely to climb up the leadership roles rather than generalists and earn up to 50% more over their careers than generalists. Now to conclude, I would like to state a quote said by Alexander Graham Bell himself. Concentrate all your thoughts upon the work at hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus. Now, when someone ever tells you to know a little bit of everything, ask them, who would you trust to land your plane during this tour? A curious traveler or a trained pilot? Thank you.
Specialist in one.
Raise little volume.
In today's rapidly changing world, education is important. Knowledge is important, yes, but having versatile knowledge is like having power. Being well versed ensures an individual with the ability to adapt and communicate effectively. Firstly, today's world demands flexibility. Jobs are changing, careers are evolving, and new opportunities are emerging daily. And a well-versed person can easily adapt to new activities and activities. Secondly, this also enhances collaboration and communication. In diverse teams, people with a diverse set of knowledge can close the gaps between experts, and also they can take part in different discussions with vast topics. Being well versed also enhances our creativity. Specialists rely on versatility, and they rely on people with broader knowledge people. Now, imagine a person who can manage meetings, present a presentation, and all in one day. Now, their ability to multitask enhances their value. Meanwhile, a specialist is only skilled in one specific task, which does not make their value. In conclusion, in today's world where versatility and creativity is valued, being well versed is undoubtedly better than being a specialist in one.
Morning everyone, my name is from Anand and today I will be speaking against the topic that being well versed in multiple topics is better than being a specialist in one. I believe that being a specialist in one is way better than being well versed in multiple topics. Suppose you can build a career of that specialized topic while the well versed one will be defeated by the pros. If you are well versed in multiple topics, then you will get beaten in any of those fields by the professionals. While if you are, on the other hand, if you are a specialist in one particular topic, then there will be no one to defeat you. Secondly, if you are well versed and average in multiple topics, then there will be a hard time for you in winning competitions. If you are a specialist in one topic, then there is a high chance for you to win. And history is written by only winners, so you cannot win by being average. And people say that a single sharp blade can cut more than a handful of dull ones. This implies that if you are a specialist in one topic, that is better than being well versed in one, as there will be less people to beat you in the topic that you are specialized in. Thank you.